Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy P-Lot, aka the Brick Slinger, and guess what? Your boy got something to say. I know it's a lot of sunlight in my skin, but it ain't no bleaching, but that's not what I'm here for. I know a lot of you probably have seen the whole situation with DaBaby and Dana Lee and the whole live situation where it's causing a lot of division. And I know a lot of dudes are looking on DaBaby side, and there's a lot of women and probably a couple of dudes that agrees with what Dana Lee did. But here's my thing. I've seen the video, probably to it, not just the clips, but also just the whole thing in general. And he was definitely speaking about being more responsible, being a father, and all that stuff. And when it got to her, it was already seemed like it was going to be an issue because he continued to ask her to leave, and he also continued to ask another young lady that was also in the live to call the police to remove Danny Lee from the premises. And I know there's another, like a live joint where Dana Lee crying. I don't know if it's related to this particular video, this particular live, but at the same time, I could tell that in some shape or form it does, and I could be wrong. Correct me if I am. But yet the police came, and she was basically acting out, talking about, I ain't going nowhere. I'm getting my kids stuff. Blah blah blah. Woo woo woo. And I know and there's probably a couple of females, and I've seen it on the lead attorney clip where a young lady felt like he should have done this, he should have done that, not anything to deal with what Dana Lee should have did. And that probably causing a division. But here's my thing. I don't know if y'all have heard about this man named Michael Craig. I believe he's from Chicago. I've seen it on this YouTube joint called Pink Book Section. Forgive me if I misquoted the name. However, there's this man who called the police on his woman, basically his baby mama. Basically, I'm not gonna say his wife because I don't know details, but I will say his woman, his baby mama case. And he called the police because she was threatening him with a knife, basically cutting him and stabbing him in some shape or form, whatever the case may be. And when the cops came, the little boy basically was telling the cops, yo, mommy's trying to kill daddy, or this woman trying to kill daddy, whatever the case may be. But when the police came, instead of, ceasing the situation, he basically killed the man after seeing him wrestle with the woman that had the knife in her hand. So why am I bringing this up? Basically saying this. It doesn't matter what a man does in the eyes of some women. Some women. Not all. Some. Because DaBaby is in some women's eyes DaBaby in some women's eyes did not do a good job, or didn't do the right thing, or didn't do something that they believe should have been done. Because at first it was like, a man should not do this, a man should not do that, a man should not push his woman out, this, that, and the third. He should call the police and this, that, and the third. But when a man does call the police on his woman, well, he shouldn't have done this, he shouldn't have done that. He should have taken to court, sue her and this, that, and the third, and shouldn't have let the cops do this and that and the third. Okay, and when the dude does call the cops, and he's concerned about his life and by this woman, and ends up being killed by the cops that's supposed to have been there to protect him from this woman. At this point, it's like no matter how many times we go on a different rule book, it's for some reason it's unacceptable. I'm not compliant, or I'm not even applying that men should hit women, because that's not what I'm trying to go at. But the problem, and I'm seeing, is that a woman, at this point, no woman can say a woman can be aggressive or physically aggressive to a man. At no point, nobody can tell. At this point, I'm not just going to hear that a woman can't be, because at this point, we got too many stories about women being physically abusive, physically aggressive to men who ain't trying to attack them. We got too many stories about women being aggressive to men, but they're not getting heard as quick or as acceptable as a man hitting a woman just because it's Monday or just because it's Tuesday. Like, there's a video of an ex-football player beating up his ex-girlfriend, his baby mama, his ex-girlfriend, and it's recorded while the baby is there. But yet that story getting told quick. That story is being accepted quick, as opposed to Michael Craig's story. Like, how many people are talking about Michael Craig? Whereas Black Lives Matter, the organization, when it comes to this situation, that a white cop can't. I don't even say he was a white cop. I would say a non-black cop killed a black man in his home while trying to save his life, trying to save his own life by a woman who was threatening him. But yet a man should not hit a woman no matter what. If a woman is threatening this man's life, you telling me that's unacceptable? You telling me a man should accept the pain that the woman is giving him? And if this dude is not the type of dude that throwing hands on this chick, he should not put his hands on her if she the one that's threatening him. This is the conversation he needs to be having. Yes, it's controversial, but guess what? No woman should be trying to change the rules when things are going their way. The exception of the rules, if a woman is threatening a man, even with a weapon in her hand, and he ain't the reason why she's threatening him. You telling me a man should not defend himself? Like, what happened to when keep your hands to yourself? If he's not coming at a chick, there's no need to. But if she's the one that's threatening him, what makes you think in a man's mind that he's not going to defend himself? And if he brings the cops in before he even lay hands on the chick, what more do y'all want? What more do you want? I'm talking to the women that want to feel like DaBaby shouldn't have called the cops on her. He could have, whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be. What more could a man do? If he's not going to defend himself, he's going to call the cops. And if he does call the cops, 9 out of 10 times, if he's not, whatever the case may be, we're living in such a delusional and crazy society that men, especially black men, get killed for nothing by cops. We get killed for nothing by other black men. But yet, let a woman get killed just because. Let a black woman get killed for just because. And understand something. I'm not even talking about let's only focus on men. Let's focus on everybody. But let's face it. Everybody's not going to get focused. Everybody's not going to get justice. At this point, it's all gospel for me. Everybody needs the justice. Everybody needs the grace of God before they get the justice of God. Don't believe me? Check out Romans 1 and see what's going on. Matter of fact, read the whole book of Romans and see what's going on. But at the end of the day, my thing is this. If a woman do not want men to be aggressively towards them, they need to return the favor and not be aggressive towards them. If the woman do not want the man to be aggressive towards them, they need to return the favor by not being aggressive towards the men that they want to protect them, that they want, because they the main one talking about where's the leaders at, where the good guys at, where the good men at. Y'all don't want them. Because Prince told y'all, you say you want a leader, but you can't seem to make up your mind. If you want a good man, you better be able to accept him as the good man. Because you want the protection, but you're the reason why he has to die. You want the protection, but you're the reason he needs to protect himself. If you can't handle a good man, then don't ask for a good man unless you becoming a good woman. But that's just me. Let's continue the conversation, people. There's a like button, there's a dislike button. Comment. If you want to take it even further, type in let's talk and we can do this live. And the rules are simple. You can be disagreeable, but don't be disrespectful. It's your boy P Light, aka the Brick Slinger. And as always, continue to sharpen one another. Support the kingdom. Take care and God bless. Laborers.